Okay, what I keep hearing and getting through, I've had so many signs and synchronicities of this is like all eyes on you, constantly. It's been like coming through, and like I said, I've been getting signs about it, messages about it, and I'm like, all right, people are getting seen, which is awesome because I've been tapping into this for some time. So I feel like this is going to be specifically for those of you who have been mastering your craft. You've been coming into your authentic expression. And yeah, you've been like slowly coming into that. And like I said, I have been feeling into that energy for the last couple of months. I feel like it started around the summertime. And there was this like big wave of people starting to explore what their heart is calling for them to do, right? Um and it could have been like something that was dormant inside of you, and you were gaining the confidence to start exploring it, right? And start tapping into it and start creating, truly creating whatever it is, right? I feel like, I don't know, I just heard books. So like books, writing, songs, poetry, art, using your voice, things like that. Um and yeah, so it feels like it's probably something that you weren't doing before because you didn't have the confidence. Maybe you did it when you were younger, but no one really nurtured that in you. No one ever like helped you to bring it up, you know? And yeah, you kind of went on a completely different path. But the thing is, now I feel like so many people are being called to go onto the right path. Um, so you most likely had your old path end in some sort of way, right? Whether you got fired or you quit or something happened. Something happened where it almost like destiny or fate was at play for you to like shift, because it's like the path that you're on was no longer sustaining you and the person that you came here to be, right? It's like, yes, that path you were on probably served you in realizing things, becoming who you are now, but that had to end, right? It served its purpose. It came to an end, and now it's like the fates are changing and you're being guided to this new path which is completely in the unknown, and you've been walking the path of the unknown for some time. And I get it, it's not easy. It's really not easy. Like, kudos to you guys that took the courage to walk the unknown, because I'm right there with you. And yeah, it's not easy to fall into the arms of the divine, right? Where you can't see it, you can't feel it. I mean, sometimes you could feel it, but ultimately, like, yeah, it's like this trust in the unseen and trust in like putting each foot ahead and just like not really knowing. Good for you. Because I do feel like you have come so far from that place. Are you still on the path of the unknown? Absolutely. Um, but is it a little bit clearer? Yes. But I think that's the whole point, is like knowing how to live in this surrendered state of the unknown, of having the intention of maybe having a little bit of clarity and walking, but still being like, I don't know what awaits. I don't know what awaits. And that's what kind of makes life surprising and magical, right? 'Cause I do feel like, for those of you that tune in, like, you are intuitive, very much so, and you pay attention, you observe, you constantly look out for signs and things like that, and it helps you guide your way, right? But that's the connection and communication with the unseen, with the divine, with this relationship that you've had to cultivate, because it's like you've never really lived this way. You've never lived this way, where so much trust and faith was in the divine. And now it's like that's all you do. And you've had examples of just how protected you are by this force. You've had examples and you're like, okay, I know this is real. And I know I need to continue pouring my energy, my devotion, my gratitude to these forces, because they're keeping you protected and they're keeping you on track. And yeah, they've been doing that for some time now. Um, but yeah, so you've most likely, over the last couple of months, discovered a dormant gift inside of you that wants to be seen, that wants to be heard, that wants to be expressed, that wants to be put out into this world. And and yeah, you're doing it. It might have been very uncomfortable in the beginning. It might have, you weren't really sure. You had a little bit of like, I don't know, it's should I be doing this? I've never had the confidence, yada yada. But like you've been gaining that skill. And the thing is, it's been fun doing whatever you're doing. It's been fun crafting whatever you're crafting. And yeah, I feel like you're just you're getting to a point, because okay, as you've been like putting the things out, like whatever you're being called to do, as you're putting that out, um you weren't really getting the recognition, and yet you were still doing it. So good for you, because that's a really hard place to be, when you feel called to do something and it actually is bringing you joy. You actually really like really truly enjoy it, and you're putting it out there, and it's not really gaining the recognition, because again, we get used to like things coming in quickly, right? Things, recognition, success, everything coming in very, very rapidly and quickly. Where if we don't get that instant gratification or validation, we're just like, all right, this is not for me, forget it. Um, and then a lot of people like are like, okay, this is a sign for me not to continue, and then they move on to something else, right? Even if in the back of their head they're like thinking about that thing. Um but you have persevered. You have been like, okay, well, it's not getting the recognition, whatever, I still enjoy it, I still feel like I need to be called to do this thing. And you're still, it's like you're still putting your foot forward, each step ahead, you're still continuing, and you are the one believing in yourself, right? And also what you're being guided to do. um And it's almost like that is the freaking test. That's the test. It's like, do you believe in it? Even when no one else notices it, do you believe in it? Can you go through those periods of like no one recognizing your stuff, no one clapping for you, no one telling you what you're doing is good? Maybe one or two people, but it's not like, a lot of people. Can you still go through that and still believe it in yourself that, hey, what I'm doing is right? I like it. Um, it brings me joy. That's fine that only two people clapped. I'm going to continue, right? And so, yeah, it's like the divine, like, is seeing that, is proud of you. And what I've been like just receiving is like all eyes on you. That literally means the recognition that you deserve while you've been walking this path of the unknown and creating whatever you're here to create. People are noticing. They're turning their heads. They're looking your way. They're starting to notice what you're creating. Is it going to come in as a huge wave? Relax. Relax. Um it might for some, but I feel like for a lot of you, like, it's like, again, we're going back to the wave. I'm really glad that came in for me because it like fits into so many different things, right? The slow momentum of that wave growing, and at some point it gets like huge, right? So that's where you could be at, where it's like, the beginning of that wave, not many people were recognizing it, not people were noticing it. And then it starts to pick up a bit more momentum and just stay with it, right? And it'll just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow. Plus, while you're doing that, while that's happening, like you're just getting better at like whatever you're doing. So of course you're gonna get more recognition and more people loving what you're doing, right? So just continue and yeah, just know that all eyes on you, more eyes on you, because people are starting to notice that energy investment that you have put in to whatever you're creating, whatever you're doing is going it's like finally you're starting to get that return on investment. Is it going to be huge? Possibly someday, possibly very soon, but don't get too entangled in that. Just be like, cool, it's growing. Steady progress is better than like really fast progress and results. Again, I have found, I've kind of seen this. I don't know if I want to say in my own life, maybe in different areas, but I kind of was a part of something that grew very rapidly, very quickly. I almost want to say too quick. And there was a crash where it was like, whoa, 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 the foundations aren't there to support this momentum. So it's like, it's energy, really, right? When the pendulum swings too fast one way, it has to swing back the other way, right? There's an energy pullback. Um, and it has to reestablish where the actual foundation of that thing is, right? You'll see it in like companies that just grow way too quickly, way too fast. Yes, there might be a lot of momentum that grows rapidly and you think, "Whoa, they're so successful." But the thing is, they don't tell you about the energy pullback. They don't tell you. They mask that up. I know, because I've kind of seen this on the inside. They don't tell you how the energy pulls back so fast the other way, and then everyone's kind of scramming to build some sort of solid foundation to help support wherever they can kind of stop that momentum. So trust me when I say you don't really want that rapid, quick success and momentum. It's better for it to grow slowly over time, right? And don't like, I don't even want you to pay that much attention. If you are getting more recognition and people liking your stuff, be grateful for it, of course, but don't cling to it. Don't hang on to it, right? Because that's when the energy has to pull back. The energy has to pull back from that then. Just recognize it, be grateful for it, and then be open so that as you continue doing what you're doing and being devoted to it, then again, you'll continue to grow. You'll continue to receive recognition and people truly recognizing you for whatever it is that you're doing and realizing like, hey, you've been around for some time now and you continue, you show up, right? And that's when like that solid foundation is built. And yeah, I literally like when I said built, it just felt like, all right, that's done. Complete. um I hope that makes sense. And just realize that goes for anything else in your life. I truly feel like we've gotten way too what's it called? Way too used to like things being built really quickly. Um just like what are we rushing for? You know? What like why do we need to like constantly replace things really quickly? Like do you know what I mean? We do live in this fast-paced society and it's like I do think we're coming into a time it's like enjoy the freaking process, enjoy the journey, slow down, be present. Like nothing, like you're not going to miss anything. In fact, you actually end up missing a lot when you move that quickly. You miss a lot when you move rapidly. But when you can slow down, be, take your time, you won't miss anything. You'll just appreciate everything that's around you. And then again, you appreciate the things that finally come in that you've always wanted even more. You won't take it for granted. I feel like a lot of us are learning a lesson in this. A lot. If you're here, like, yeah, that is what you're learning. And you probably have come to that realization yourself, right? Where you're like, okay, savor, savor the moment, savor the process, savor the journey, savor all of it, all of it. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna end this here because, like I said, it just feels complete. Um, enjoy the recognition, absolutely. Be grateful for it. Don't cling to it. Con- continue making what you're making, and just allow the momentum and the energy to build itself because it will. But continue showing up. Alrighty, I'm sending you so much love. As always, you can check out my services and my offerings in the description box below. And I'll see you on the next one.